Hey guys, what's going on? Mouse here for another Guild Boss guide, and this time we're running the win team with Support Jinwoo. We got 25 billion damage from Lennart with 36.6 billion total team damage. Support is the current meta right now for this element, especially now that Lennart's bugs are fixed. Jinwoo's DPS builds with DKD and full damage skills just can't keep up anymore. So in this video, I'll break down the full setup, the build, the rotation, and give you some tips to help you improve your scores. And with that, let's begin. So for the weapons, I used Grim and Stormbringer, and this is a support Jinwoo using 8-piece grid and 8-piece desire on Goto Ryuji. This will increase Lennart's damage a lot. And for team 2, I used Angel in White on Ana Ruiz and made sure that Lennart has the highest total power so that he would receive the buff. So just a quick note in case you don't know about this yet, Angel in White effect works even across teams, so always pay attention to that. Then I used V-Reset on Ana so that she can use Poison Shower more often and help keep the defense debuff from her weapon active. And for Chahi-In, since this week has a light weakness, I went with a DPS setup, but you can also switch things around. Use grid on Ana and transfer the Angel in White to Cha. I'm not sure which one's gonna be the best approach with regards to that, so you guys can try which one will work for you. And for Mireille, she's using 2-piece Infamy, 2-piece Curse, and 4-piece Expert. Now for the skills, Dagger Rush, Cold Ice, and Vacuum Wave for increased damage taken, and for the QT is Death Squall to help improve break and helps trigger grid faster. And Thunderstorm, of course, great wind skill. Blessing Stone, same as usual, no changes here. And for the course, Jinwoo is using Teeth of the Watcher to help with MP. Chahi-In is also using that for the same reason. And Mireille is using another extra core that I have, but if you want better results, I have a video explaining why Nameless Demon Core would be the better option for her in sustaining her MP. Now for Jinwoo stats, don't forget 300 strength just to unlock Stormbringer's passive and reduce the animation time, then the rest goes to int. My grid stats are not perfect yet, so I have low attack, so there's a bit of room for improvement there. And now for Lennart, 46k def, around 14k plus crit. By the way, going past 10k crit can still help improve the damage and consistency depending on the rest of your stats. If you want to understand why, I have a separate video explaining crit rate scaling. And just a reminder, if you already have Choi or Ana, then defense penetration won't do much because there's not much defense to penetrate after decreasing the defense to a certain point. And now for Goto Ryuji, 89k HP, pretty decent balance of stats. And don't forget his passive, 20% of crit damage is converted into crit rate, so you can adjust to that accordingly for your builds. Now for Mireille, 46k attack, low penetration, very good stats actually. And her MP reduction is at 3,500. Seems enough for now. And Light Cha, 45k attack, too much penetration, but I don't have better options anymore. And then 3,900 MP consumption reduction. Finally, for Hansemi and Ana Ruiz, nothing unusual for both, just some stats to help out with damage. Now let me just give you some quick tips before we show the full run, and shout out to Two Line Gorani who shared his run in Discord. He posted a YouTube video and I learned something there. During the ant phase, you can use Stormbringer to pull enemies together, then follow up with Vacuum Wave and QTEs to clear them fast. And during the break state, you can try to use Jinwoo's ultimate so that you can sync it with Lennart's skills that will continue to attack the boss during the animation. And the reason you want to do this is because Goto Ryuji gives a Tyrant King buff for additional damage on break states, so syncing your ult with that window will help maximize your damage. Now for the rotation, here's how I open it. I just go to the right side just to make sure the hunters will not spread out. Then use Cold Ice into Grim, then Stormbringer, Vacuum Wave into the QTEs. Now to clear the mobs, then afterwards dash back immediately to the boss, then repeat the same rotation and do 2 shadow steps afterwards. And then like I mentioned, during the break, you can go straight into ultimate. But this attempt failed here because Lennart did not have the skill 2 on the field yet. But it's fine, run is still pretty decent. And the next, just one shadow step, then position for the next mob clear. Now you can wipe them clean again using all your skills. And at 114, mobs are gone. From here on, it will be pretty much the same thing until the end. I forgot to mention, some people might not know about this yet. Once the boss has the shield, it only receives 1 damage per hit. So make sure you break it fast to keep your damage flowing. And here I missed Lennart's skills again. And finally, towards the end, I casted the ultimate too early again and missed out on Lennart's skill before the timer ended. So that's just 1 second early, but I think that's fine. Still got 77 RC, which is pretty solid. I'm pretty sure that people can push this to 38, 39 billion, or even 40 billion with better execution. So that's it. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something from this video, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. See you on the next one.